What we're going to be examining today is the binomial theorem, okay? The binomial theorem is, back in the day, if I had 5 to the power 0, we all agree anything to the power 0 is 1. Everybody agree with that? If I said Kenny in brackets to the power of 0, it's 1. Doesn't matter what it is, it's always 1. Now, the next thing what we did is we worked through what happens when you multiply a plus b to the power 0. What did we say it was? Everybody? 1. Anything to the power 0 is 1. What's a plus b to the power 1? 1. Oh, sorry, a plus b. 1a and 1b. Everybody go with that? What do we then say a plus b to the power 2 was? It means a plus b multiplied by a plus b. Everybody go with that? And when we multiplied that out, we would have got 1a squared plus 2ab plus 1b squared. Everybody go with that? Then, if we had to figure out what a plus b to the power 3 was, what would happen there? If I have a plus b to the power 3, what would that mean? I have to multiply a plus b by a plus b by a plus b. Everybody cool with that? We already know the answer for a plus b by a plus b, don't we? What is the answer for that? What is it? A squared plus 2ab plus b squared, okay? We multiply this out again, and what do we get? A cubed, where am we getting the a cubed from? See the blue lines I'm drawing now? Everybody see the blue lines? I'm doing them now. So it's going to be 2a squared b, then after that, ab squared. Now I'm drawing the red lines. What's the answer for the red lines? a squared b, 2ab squared, and finally b cubed. Everybody cool with that? And then what happens now? You get a cubed plus, what are the same here, guys? They're the same, aren't they? So how many of them is there? 2 of them plus 1 of them is how many? 3 of them. And then what about the other ones? Underline them in blue at the moment. How many of them is there? 3 ab squared. Then finally after that, b cubed. Everybody cool with that? Now, so a plus b to the power 3 then turns into what? What is a plus b to the power 3? It's 1a cubed, yeah, plus 2 what? 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus 1b to the power of 3. Everybody cool with that? Right, pause again. Some guy came along and said, do you know what, lads? This is a massive trick. Like, what happens if I want to do, his name is Pascal, and you go, what happens if I want to do a plus b to the power 9? Do I really have to multiply everything out? Okay? He said, there's got to be a better way. So here's what he looked at. He goes, see the 1 there? And then he looked at 1, 1. Then he looked at the next one and said 1, 2, 1. Then he looked at the next one and says, 1, 3, 3, 1. And there's a function in the calculator that helps you work these out. Okay? So what I would say is the function is quite simply this. If it's a plus b to the power 3, see to the power 3, what you use is this. You use 3c0, 3c1, 3c2, and finally 3C3. So you get to your calculator and put these numbers in. 3C0, 3C1, all right, 3C2, sorry. So does everyone know how to use the calculator and get what we're looking for? And you see that these pattern of numbers come out. Is everybody get 3C3? Do you have to do it? Yes? All right, so do this. 3, shift, see the NCR button? Should be in yellow writing. Press that button. And then press 3 again. Press equals. Is it working? And you get 1 now, don't you? Now, what somebody said is, the other thing you got to be wary of is the way the powers work, okay? When you're working with the power of 3, for example, when you're working with a power of 3, what is the highest power of A you're going to have? The highest power of A you're going to have is A to the power of 3. In fact, everything has to add to 3, doesn't it? Would you agree with that? All the powers have to add to 3. So Dave, look at this. What I'd like you to do now is set me up for A plus B to the power of 5. What do you have to put into your calculator to find all the numbers you're going to need? It's 5 this time though. 5C0, 5C1, 5C2, 5C3, 5C4, and 5C5. Now there is a cheap way of doing this. I'm assuming you all know how to use your calculator now. Here's the cheap way of doing it. 0 and any number with the same number below, they're always 1 every time. What's 10C10? 1. What's KCK? 1. You get what I'm saying? Next trick is any number with 1 below it is the same number. So this one's going to be 5. What's 10C1? 10. What's KC1? Just K. What's Kenny C1? Kenny. You got it? You can check your calculator if you want, but I'm trying to shorten how quickly you can do them. Is that all right? Okay, next thing. It's the same on the other side. A number with 1 number just below it is the same outcome. So it's going to be 5. Where I have to use my calculator is on the middle ones. I always forget the middle ones. So using your calculator now, what's 5C2 and 5C3? Ten and 5C3 will also be 10. There's symmetry in the binomial term. What do I mean by symmetry? See 1, 5, 10? 10, 5, 1. Everybody cool with that? All right. Next thing. Before you write anything out, look at the first letter and look at the power. What should I write down? A to the power of 5. You all right with that so far? Take 1 away from the power, and what do you get left with? If you take 1 away from a to the power of 5, what's left? A to the power of 4. Where did that extra power go? What's the other letter in your thing? A4, B, 1. Okay with that? Do the same procedure again. What's next? A3, B2. Go again. A2, B3. Go again. A, B4, After that, just B5, yeah? You have to figure out what numbers go in here. What numbers did we work out a second ago? 1. What else? 5. Yeah, what else? 10. What else? 10. After that, and after that, you've successfully multiplied a plus b to the power of 5 times. Is that okay? Now, if I was to give you a tougher question like this, everybody cool with that? See the way it's to the power of 5? Yeah? I would do a plus b to the power of 5, and I'd prepare that answer first. Then what are you going to do underneath? What can I do with the a's and the b's? What can I do, guys? Just replace them with nothing for a minute. Now, Dave, what do you think we're going to do after this? Okay, so I'll be with you in 1 second. What do you think I'm just currently rewriting the full thing with blanks, haven't I? And then finally just b to the power of 5. So I'm running out of space. It's that long, okay? Now, where do the a get replaced with? So where do I put the x's? Here, 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 here. What does b get replaced with? Minus 2y. So what goes here? Minus 2y after here. And here. Sorry, it's getting a bit small now, isn't it? Is that all right? Now, like the last question, what is the pattern in the answer? What's the pattern in the answers? X and a 5. So what's the first power going to be? It's going to be x 5. What's the second power going to be? X 4 y. What's the next power going to be? Y. Next power? X1, Y4, and then finally, you use your calculator now. I'm going to pause it. So, what you need to enter into your calculator is 5 times minus 2. The next one you're going to enter in your calculator is 2 times minus 2 squared. 10 times minus 2 squared. The next one is 10 multiplied by minus 2 cubed. The one after that will be 5 times minus 2 to the power of 4. And finally, the last one's minus 2 to the power of 5. All right, what do we get? What goes in here? What number? Minus 10. Minus 10 is known as the coefficient of the second term. Do you get what I'm saying? What's the coefficient of the first term? 1. Coefficient of the second term? Minus 10. Next one. The coefficient of the third term is 40. Next one. What? Minus 80. That's the coefficient of the fourth term. Next one. Plus 80. That's the coefficient of the fifth term. And finally, what is it? Minus 32 is the coefficient of the sixth term. All right? Now, when we take this into the questions, okay? So, what I'd like you guys to try now, oh sorry, we already did them, didn't we? All right, we're going to do x plus y to the power of 6. How would you go about doing that? What numbers do you need to figure out? 60, 61, you need 62, you need 63, you need 64, 65, and then finally 66. All right, let's do the easy ones first. What's the answer to the first and last one? 1 and 1. What's the answer to the second last one? And the second one is also 6. I need help with the other ones. What's 6C2? Huh? 15. Guess what that means? 6C4 is also 15. And then the middle one? Huh? 20. We have all our numbers sorted now, don't we? Now what powers have to go in here? It's X and Y. So what do you reckon? Yeah, so 1x to the power of 6. What about the next one? Yeah, next one. Yeah, next one. X3, Y3. Next one. Next one. XY5, yeah, and finally the last one. Okay. Here's 2 questions for you with regards to binomial term. Okay, first one. 2x minus 3y to the power of 4. We'll start off easy. Next one's going to be 3x minus 2y. Actually, no. I will go big. 5y to the power of 5. Okay? You guys got to get these out for me. The best way to tackle these questions is pretend it's just a plus b to the power of 4 to begin with. Okay, what are the numbers you're going to want? 4C0, you're going to want 4C1, you're going to want 4C2, 4C3, and 4C4. Is that right? And are those numbers 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1? Everybody cool with that? I'm just going to do a plus b to the power of 4 first though, just to make things easy. So what's the first answer? A4. Next one? 4ab cubed. Next one? After that, Dave? 6. After that? After that? Yeah. All right. Now that you have that established, that's your base model for power to 4, yeah? Now that you have that established, you gotta go underneath and look at this guy here. Okay? What's the difference between a plus b to the power of 4 and this one here? See the way I'm leaving the a and b's as gaps now, haven't I? So what's going to go into each section? Yes. Oh, it is. Sorry. It's 4a cubed b on the second one. Now, Dave, what goes in here? 2x, yeah. Here? Just fill in all your 2x's, yeah? And then what did you have after that? Yeah. Okay. All you gotta do next is ignore the letters for a minute, because you know the answers are going to be x4, you know the next one's going to be x3y, you know the next one's going to be x2, y2, the next one's going to be xy3, and you know the final answer is going to be y4. Your job is to use the calculator to figure out what numbers go before that.